So I've gotten a few questions about, I guess, synthesizing or distilling some of the insights and learnings that I've accumulated through this ordeal. I think it's definitely heartwarming that people are concerned about, my energy levels and, cautioning me that, during recovery, I don't want to use too much energy because I needed to fight the cancer and maybe to take on really what energizes me rather than takes my energy. And that is definitely appreciated and very welcome feedback. And, what I find is that much like the daily vlog, I find it cathartic to be able to share. and the reason that I want to put it in the written word is just because I feel that I can do it more concisely and more holistically, and potentially open it up to new community members who are more attuned to reading the spoken word rather than listening to a vlog or a podcast or anything of that nature. So I do plan on doing it, not at a fast pace, of course, because I do have to conserve my energy. Maybe entry or an article a week or every 2 weeks, just to make sure that I'm doing it justice and that I'm not overexerting myself. Because I really do believe that there's power to the spoken word as well as to the written word. And for me, I'm very reflective, and sometimes I don't get everything out that I want to get out when I do a vlog, because I'm not adept at video editing at all. I honestly don't know how to do it. So having it in the written word, it makes it so that I can be more thoughtful in the way that I'm writing things. And the reason that I do it in installments is because I want to write it as a community and to get feedback and to see what works or what has been working and what's been helping others, so to maximize the impact we're able to drive for the world. So that's basically, upon reflection, what I would like to try to do. Now, obviously, if I don't have the energy levels and I'm a terrible writer, I will stop or take a pause and learn how to write before I attempt it again. But it's just something that I feel like I should do, and I've prayed on it a little bit, and I think it's something that is part of the calling as well. So in terms of health, slept I think another solid 3-4 hours, which is still good for me. When I get out of the hospital, I won't have as strong as painkillers through IV injection as in the hospital, but it'll just be oral medication. And I tried it last night, and it still worked pretty well. So hopefully, even when I get home, I'll still be able to sleep uninterrupted for a good amount of time to let my body heal. From a digestion perspective, I'm a little bit more bold on that right now. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. My aunt is coming to Thailand today, actually, and she's always been able to kind of reel me in. So hopefully with my aunt here and with my wife, combined power twin abilities, they will be able to keep me from eating the foods that I love, and and hopefully reduce the amount of salt intake, because that's probably the biggest thing that I'm worried about at this point in time, because I'm retaining water. From a strength perspective, still feeling pretty weak. Squats are a bit tough. Push-ups are not happening. So I'm gonna have to adapt to this new 4-week schedule to be able to figure out when I can push and when to push, because I definitely don't want to lose too much muscle mass, because that has been shown to be correlated with better treatment results. And I am now on CapTem, which is a chemotherapy that is used to obviously kill tumors. But it has also been shown to be effective in shrinking tumors rather quickly. So we'll probably go through this for a cycle or two and then see if the liver is shrinking. And but the good thing is that it's a preemptive measure, so that to keep my options open in the future for future treatment. And the blood work or the labs that came back showed that I'm stable enough to start the next round. Now, if it works really well, then we can discuss another round of PRRT treatment, targeted therapy, just not in January, but it would be promising if we could. Otherwise, we may go into a controlled period where it's effectively remission, and have about 2 to 4 years of no treatment, which would be great, because it would give my body a break, and I would be able to enjoy a lot of the things that I used to enjoy before. Outside of that, I think that is pretty much it. So yeah, I'm still fighting hard every day, still choosing joy. Thank you very much for all the comments and words of encouragement. It does really mean more than you know. For all of the new joiners, thank you for joining the channel. I'm very glad that you're here. If you haven't noticed, it's a little bit tougher to talk because the CapTem actually severely dehydrates you, so my voice might be a little bit scratchy going into the future, but we'll see if there's any lozenges or anything like that that can help make it more clear. But thank you very much for watching. If this video has helped you in any way, please like, subscribe, or share. And thanks for listening. We'll talk to y'all later. Bye-bye.